Welcome to the first episode of the Shakedown for the 2017-2018 season. It feels good to be behind the camera again. We're shockingly already halfway through the year. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up halfway through this season. First up, we have Steal of the Draft. This is a player that I think has far exceeded their draft day value thus far. I give this prestigious title to Koski's $3 purchase of Zach Ertz. Ertz is the number one tight end through 6 weeks, averaging nearly 16 points a game. For comparison, Henry paid $42 for Gronk, who is currently the number 2 tight end despite not even playing 1 week. Ertz has returned 31.3 points per dollar thus far, while Gronk has returned 2.09 points per dollar. Zachary is so generous. Next up is Bust of the Draft. This was a close battle between Bonner's $43 Jay Ajayi purchase and Henry's $48 purchase of Amari Cooper. I am going with Amari Cooper based off the same dollar a point ratio used earlier. Jay Ajayi has currently returned right at $1 a point, while Amari Cooper has only returned 0.73 points per dollar thus far. This horrendous point per dollar ratio leaves me no choice but to label Amari Cooper as Bust of the Draft through week 6. Hold on. Okay, we have an update. Cooper blew up last night on Thursday Night Football. Fortunately, it was on the bench. Bust of the Draft will be reevaluated at the end of the year. My favorite bounce-back player so far in 2016 has to be Todd Gurley. Gurley is currently the number 2 running back and is averaging 22 points per game while rushing for over 100 yards in half of them. Gurley is on pace for over 18 touchdowns and over 60 receptions. Next, going to hit some of the more surprising storylines thus far. First off, we have to talk about the commish while we can, before he transforms into the fantasy god himself and ascends the ranks. But before he cocoons in preparation, I must say this. The commish is tied for last place and is sitting at 2-4. Yes, I know he has the tiebreaker, just let it be. This is the commish's worst start since 2013 when he equaled the 2-4 mark and went on to finish the season at 4-8. When Tom fell below 500 in week 3 this year, it was the first time he had been below 500 since week 3 of 2014. Katzman is undergoing a transformation himself. He is going from the rookie bitch to the fantasy reaper. So many bad things are happening to the players on Katzman's team. Greg Olsen broke his foot and went to IR. He picks up Charles Clay to replace him, and he proceeds to get injured and have his knee scoped. Aaron Rodgers is potentially gone for the year. Katzman also traded away Julio Jones for Zeke and Sanders. Well, it looks like Zeke is going to get suspended after all, and now Manny Sands is week to week with a knee injury. What a brutal start to 2017. Don't you wander off yet, though, Katzman. We will see you at the end of the show. Wait a second. What's that? We have more updates. It looks like Zeke is actually off suspension again, for now, and Katzman has traded for Jerick McKinnon and Tyreek Hill. God rest their souls. This next one, everybody just take a second, make sure you're sitting down, grab your phone, put 911 in, and hover your thumb over the send button in case you go into cardiac arrest. Garrett Ray is 500. Sonny goddamn Jim is running moonshine all over the BDL right now, and I'm going to take it upon myself to try and slow that bootlegger down this week. It's on the back of Kareem the Dream Hunt that Hardman Jr. is off to a hot 5-1 start. The rookie is the number 1 back through 6 weeks, averaging 23 points a game, and has Hardman Jr. off to the best start of his BDL career. Finally, we have the race for the dress. As mentioned earlier, we have 2 teams tied for last place, the Commish and the Reaper. The commish has the edge on the tiebreaker points scored, and fortunately for him, just got Julio Jones from some poor lad in exchange for some suspended guy and a receiver with a bum knee. That poor lad, of course, is the Fantasy Reaper, who is currently the favorite to be in a dress come 2018. But don't anyone get too comfortable yet. With 7 teams at 3-3 and last place being just 2-4, things can change very, very quickly. Good luck the next several weeks. I will try and return to the studio soon. Until then, this has been Shady. May the injuries be few and the touchdowns plentiful.